last one. Take it all the way up, take it behind your head. And we're going to release the shoulders down, working on the core, pulling in, working on the lats. We've got 3 more. And then you're going to hold there. So keeping your hips forward, you're going to turn and back into the center. Good. Good. 4 more. Good. And 1. Okay, from here, hands onto your elbows for me. Take them round in a circle. Take them back. And then back round the other way for me. Elbows coming in and touching, and open up the chest. Oh, I can feel that from my class last night. 4 more. Good. 3. Excellent. 2. And 1. Okay, hands down onto your hips. Bring your feet hip width apart for me. Abdominals drawn in, and we're going to take it into a hip hinge. I'll just turn round so that you can see the back is nice and straight. Squeezing the bottom on the way up. So we've got 4 more, girls. 2 more. And last one. Just drop those arms down, zipping up at the tummy button. We're going to take those arms back into a row. 4 more. And then we're going to fly them out. So elbows are high and you're squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. Good. And last one. So you're going to bring your knees together and you're going to bring your hands down onto your knees. Roll your knees in a circle. And then roll them round the other way for me. From here, zipping up. We're going to do a knee lift. Just give that knee a little bit of a hug. We're going to turn it out to the side. Hold there for me. 4, good. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Now drop it down. Let's go dynamic. So it lifts, it turns, we bring it in and down. Lift, turn, in. Good. Just give me 2 more now. Woo! Excellent. Well done. Bring the other knee up. Hold it there. Work on the balance. Imagining I'm pulling on the top of your head. Hold it there. Bring it back in. Down. Let's work on that dynamic movement. Up, turn. Oh, I've got a clicky hip. Lift and turn. Good. 2 more. And last one. Okay, so stand with your feet hip width apart and then go round in a circle, really making sure that you tuck the bottom under. And then round the other way, guys. Okay, so that's our warm-up done. Now, we're going to go into the main part of the exercise routine now. So you can work as quickly as you want to on this. This is about your own range of movement, your own intensity. So we're going to start with squat, press up, then we're going to go into a plank knee drop or a baby plank, and then half stars. So I'm going to come down with this a little bit so you can see me. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you've got 10 squats. Are we ready? So as fast as you want to, lifting up. Two more, and last one. Come down onto the floor when you're ready. So you've got box press-ups, you've got 3/4 press-ups. 10 of them for me, guys. I've got 2 more. Okay, so from here, come into your plank or baby plank. Baby plank, toes down, lift up and hold for a count of 10. If you want to do your knee drops, it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition carefully, pelvic floor lift, zip up, standing up. You've got half stars or you've got 10 star jumps, 10. Ooh. Okay, active rest. Back to your squats now. We've got 10. 10, good. Looking good. We come down onto the floor for your 3/4 press-ups or your box. I'll stay in box this time. Coming down into your plank, baby plank, hold for 10 seconds, plank knee drops for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing up, transitioning well. Back to your star jumps. Back to squats, guys. Three-quarter press-ups or box. Abs in. Baby plank, lifting up, abs in for 10 seconds, or plank knee drops. Coming back up. Ready for your squats. Last set. Transition carefully onto the floor, press ups. Again, take your time, guys. We're resting after this set. So lifting up into your baby plank, toes down, hold, drop. Coming back up, transitioning carefully into your star jumps. And rest. Take a rest, guys. Go and grab a quick drink because we're going to come back onto our second set of exercises. Heat rises. This place is boiling. That's better. Okay, so we've got our next set of exercises, guys. Okay, so this one is your backward lunge. Are you ready? So we're going to do 10 of these on each leg. So we've got 20, 10, 9, good. Keep going, 10 more. Again, if I do it this way, you can step it back. Transition now onto the floor for tricep dips. So nice and carefully, hands pointing to your bottom, lift your bottom up and tricep dips for 10. Always sit down and you can modify. Staying down onto the floor, you're going to go into your crunch, guys. Abs pulled in, don't let the tummy pop out. 10 crunches. Small gap in your back. Rib hip connection. Turn over to transition, come up carefully, and then we've got a step knee. So step knee, 2, good, 3. Keep it going. Keep going. 10 more, keep going, 10. Brilliant. 9, woo! 8, 7, good. 6, 5, looking good. 4, 2, good. And 1. Active rest, just go round in a circle. Here we go, back into those 20 backward lunges. You can add that little jump. We've got 10 more, modify if necessary. I finished, come down on the floor when you're ready. Tricep dips. And when you're ready, into crunches. See how my abs remain flat? I've got a gap in my back. I'm not coming up too high. Create the tension around those abs. Eyes to thighs. Turn over to transition, coming up, and then we've got your repeat, your step knee. You can add a little jump. So we get that plyometric. So one of the important things is, with postnatal fitness, is progressing your fitness. Add that little hop. How does it feel? Pelvic floor bearing up? Good. If it's not, we just bring it down and then you progress those slowly. And now I've lost count. If in doubt, probably about 4 more. 4, 3, good. 2, last 1, good, well done. Final set, guys, and then we're going to do some abs and pelvic floor. Okay, so we've got our backward lunge. Again, add that little hop if you want to. Increase that intensity. Go down lower to increase that intensity further. Or stay high to modify. No idea how many I've done. 4 more, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Transition. Lifting up. I'm going to make it that little bit harder for me. You go back to where you're comfortable with. And drop it down into your crunch. Last one for me. Coming up. Transition carefully. And here we go with our step knee. I'm going to add that hop. Or you take it out. I've got 10 more. Well done, guys. When you're ready, coming back into your hip circles. Now, if you can, we're going to stay down and remain down on the floor for our next set of exercises. So what I'd like you to do, if you can do, is just move your computer down or your iPad. And we're going to do the pelvic floor, core and restore. That's a level 2. So if we pop down, and we're going to start with the marble run. So can you see me all right? Just give me a thumbs up. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're down on the floor now, and we're going to start with the simple marble run. So from here, I want you to imagine you've got paint on your back and your hands are in that diamond shape, placing your fingertips on your pubic bone and your thumbs onto your tummy button. Release and relax the palms of your hands onto your hips. You've got paint on your back. I want you to really push now the back into the mat. Imagining you're making a big circle, a big imprint. This is warming up the back, warming up the abdominals. Try not to move those hips too much. Now let's go round the other way. So really push down. You'll always find one side a little bit more difficult than the other. And then we're going to just rest those hands down. Let's go into the pelvic tilt. If you can see me, I'm just going to move my hands slightly, but you'll have them down by the side. So we tilt. So push the back, lift up the pelvis slightly, make an arch in your back. So again, rib and hip connection. So with postnatal support, we're wanting to make those abdominal muscles that have been lengthened during pregnancy, we want them to shorten. We've just got 4 more, guys. And 1. Okay, so your elbows can be up. Use your elbows to help. Now tilt the pelvis into the back. You're going to start to do a roll up all the way. So into the bridge. So into the bridge. I'm then going to push down on my ribs, and each vertebra, keep this up, each vertebra is being pushed down, and then we release. So do that one again for me, all the way up. Now release. So it's really slow segmental control. And again, think what's happening with these ribs. They're getting closer. We're lengthening, then the shortening, and we're coming back down. 2 more, guys. And make this the last one. And hold it there for me. Just squeeze your bottom. Acknowledge these bottom muscles. Bring your heels in a little bit closer because we're going to march. So this is your glute raise and march. So we're going to take a breath in. If it's too much, come back down just to a hip and glute raise. So we're going to march. So keep the hips nice and still. Lift them high. Knees are just in 45 degrees. Lift it higher if you can. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then release that one down for me. Well done, guys. So turning over, transition carefully. We're going to come up into all 4s. Just rearrange my trousers. Okay, so release those shoulders. Let the elbows remain soft. Knees are hip width apart. And I want you just to release the tummy muscles. We're now going to take a breath in, into the tummy, expand the tummy. As you breathe out, you're going to pull the tummy in. Now hold it there. Feel the pelvic floor closing at the back. Hold there. So we've got a count of 4. Good. 3, 2, 1, and release. So I'm just going to take this off and then you can see my abs and what they're doing. Okay, now from here, if I release my abdominal muscles, I'm going to take a breath in. As I breathe out, I'm going to pull in. So that's the position you want. You want those abdominal muscles to pull in. So they're holding there. So 4. Good. 3. Keep breathing. Now I'm breathing, my jaws relaxed. 2, 1, and I'm going to release. So let's do that again. So big breath into the tummy. Expand as you breathe out. Pull up and hold. You'll feel the pelvic floor closing at the back. So we've got a hold there for 4. This is your pull-ins. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Well done, and release. Okay, so from there, we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to thread the needle through. Take a breath in here at the bottom, pull the tummy in, bring it back through. And again. And bring it back through. And again, guys, keep going. So let's do another 2 more. And then just release. So again, now in all 4s, we take a breath in. We're going to go into Superman, or as you're all at home with your baby, Superwoman. As we breathe in, as we breathe out, we're going to lengthen through the spine. You can stay in pinpoint or you can come up. And come back down. Breath in. As we breathe out, lengthen. Hips remain down. So keep going, guys. I can see you all. Hi, Lucy. Fantastic. Looking good. Nice and strong. Keep the core strong, guys. That breath is really important. Keep going. 4 more. Well done. And make this the last one, guys. Okay, so this is your hover. So what we're going to do here is stay in all 4s. Your hover, toes tuck under. We take a breath in. Breathe out, toes under, lift up. So your back should remain straight. So we're holding there for 4 if we can. 3, knees are just off the floor. 2 and 1. Knees down, release, and just open up that back and those shoulders. So we've got 3 more of those, guys. So toes tuck under. You can do more if you want to. I just want to count for the 4, 3, abs pulled in, 2, 1, and release it down. Breath in, catch your breath, toe tuck under, lift. And down. And then if you want to do that one again, but you can actually add that shoulder tap, which is a more advanced version, but quite good. And rest. Okay, so guys, come down onto the floor and let's go into that baby plank again. So abdominals pulled in, toes are down, lift up the knees. So those abdominals are pulling in. So we can see what we don't want is the abdominals out. We want the abdominals pulled in. We want the back straight. We want the shoulders down. You're going to hold that for me. Again, of course, you can go into the full plank, or you can just rest down back into baby plank. Let's hold that for 4, 3, 2, keep breathing. And 1, and just release. Take those arms out to the side, head remains down, and I just want you to lift and squeeze the shoulder blades. Come back in and down. We lift and squeeze. So this is strengthening the back muscles. Keep the tummy pulled in. Squeeze. And last one. Hands underneath your shoulders. tuck back up, knees down, sit back. Okay, so hands back underneath your shoulders for me. So we're going to work with the pelvic floor now. So what I want you to do is imagine the pelvic floor now coming in from the side. So we're lifting and holding the pelvic floor. Now it remains lifted as we start to move the hands. So we're walking up and down. Keep the tummy pulled in. You can hear I'm still talking, but I'm still keeping my core engaged. Pelvic floors closed. Last one that side, and then just release. Let's do that one on the other side, or if you've been doing alternate arms, just keep doing alternate arms. So pelvic floor closes, abs pulled in. Take it down. So again, it's also strengthening your shoulders, working on shoulder stability, getting you to multitask. So this is your pelvic floor synergy, all fours walking up and down, and then just rest. Okay, just kneeling up for me. Let's go back into that opening of the shoulders, hands onto your shoulders, bring it in and open. So I'm very much aware postnatally that posturally, if we're wearing slings, if we're holding baby, when we're breastfeeding, when we're bottle feeding, that we really need to allow the chest to open and to work those shoulder blades. Right for time. Oh, okay, so we've got one more exercise before we finish. So standing up, pelvic floor lift, abdominals pulled in. Standing up, I'm just going to move the position. And we're going to do our last one, which is your pelvic floor, standing, lift, shift, and drop. So the idea is that the pelvic floor is lifted as we move. We still keep the pelvic floor tense as we come back, and we learn to drop and release. I want you to imagine the pelvic floor coming from side to side. We lift up. We're going to step over to the side. Still lifting the pelvic floor, we're going to drop it down and release. So lift, shift, and drop. Lift, shift, and drop. Lift, shift, and drop. Again, lift, shift, and drop. Two more. Lift, shift, and drop. Last one. Lift, shift, and drop. Now we're going to do that, guys, into a box. So we're going to lift, we're going to step forward, we're going to come back, and we're going to drop. We're going to change legs to this leg. Lift, step forward, come back, and drop. Lift, step forward, come back, and drop. Lift, step forward. It should still be lifted and drop. So let's take that into a little bit of a plyometric. So we're moving. So lift, give me a gallop, come back, and drop. A lot harder. Lift, jump forward, come back, and drop. Lift, jump forward, step back, and drop. One more. Lift, step, jump forward, come back, and drop. Okay, final exercise with your lift, shift, and drop, girls. So lift your pelvic floor. We're going to shift the weight as if we're picking something up. Pelvic floor stays lifted. Come back and drop. So lift, diagonal. Imagine you coming down. Come back and drop. Again, lift, come down, come back, oh, and drop. Lift, don't worry if it's dropped as you've moved, just practice. Lift, shift, come back, and drop. One more. Lift, shift. I forgot to lift then. And drop. And round in a circle.